Known locally as the Tower of David, this skyscraper in downtown Caracas has been dubbed everything from a den of thieves to the world's tallest slum. They are labels that have concealed a radical story taking place behind the tower's walls.
Todo lo que está hecho aquí está hecho por el pueblo, es decir, por lo que viven aquí, pues todo. Los cables, los bombillos, yo no tenía nada.
Éramos un grupo de personas, 800 personas, que no tenían vivienda en sí y que, bueno, no tenían un lugar donde estar y agarramos la opción de tomar algo.
Commissioned by one of Venezuela's richest bankers and businessmen, construction on the tower was abruptly halted in 1994 when the country's banking crisis hit. Whilst its fate could have been the same as that of any other abandoned building, left to rot and decay, October 2007 saw the tower catapulted into the midst of a story which would become an urban legend in Venezuela, when 800 families decided to stage a direct occupation of the skyscraper.
Yo en Guarena vivía en un rancho, donde cuando llovía muy duro, siempre el agua me lo tumbaba. Entonces ya estaba cansado de pararlo, volvía, me lo tumbaba y no tenía cómo pagar un alquiler.
For many, like Maria, the tower represented a chance for a decent place to live, in spite of its unsafe and hazardous conditions. It was a response to what has been described as a housing crisis in the country, where over 50% of the population currently live in what are known as barrios or shantytowns. For over 2 months, families lived in tents on the ground floor, with no electricity or access to water. Their perseverance would eventually pay off, however, and each family was allocated a room according to their level of need.
Nosotros no hacíamos, no, es que tú te montas tú y tú te montas tú, no. Nosotros llamábamos una asamblea ciudadanos.
The Citizens' Assembly would be the start of a 7-year experiment in how to organise life in the 21st century city, as well as the moment which gave birth to the housing cooperative Todos Somos Caciques, or we are all chiefs or leaders, meaning that everyone was equal.
Mira, nosotros aquí tenemos una parte organizativa por cada piso. Nosotros aquí, como somos coordinadores generales, somos coordinadores por piso. Y es algo organizativo, porque nosotros no tenemos que organizarnos primero para hacer las cosas.
As citizens from poorer backgrounds, the tower's residents have regularly been demonised as criminals in the press or criticised for having brought working-class customs from the barrio, such as using motorbikes, into the centre of the city. Many of the residents say that they have learned to turn the other cheek to scathing reports in the media.
Salió un cuento de una Hummer, una ametralladora, de donde que los coordinadores eran los que tenían los mejores espacios, que cobraban un dinero, que tenían unas motos de alto cilindraje, que vivían en los pisos más chéveres. Yo vivía en el 28, casi 5 años viviendo ya en el 28, y no tengo ni una bicicleta, entonces uno desmentía todo eso y lo que hacíamos era reírnos ya después que nos pasaba la molestia.
Whilst residents might have been punished by the private press and the country's elite for having flouted the rules of the private property market, their transformation of the tower from a symbol of a failed economic system to a communal home won a prize at the 2012 Venice Architecture Biennale. The socialist government of Hugo Chavez has also consistently praised the residents as an example of community organisation and people power.
Hay un compañero que él dice que esto fue una universidad, es una universidad. Aquí se aprendió muchas cosas y que estamos dispuestos pues, a salir a apoyar a los compatriotas o vecinos que tengan o vivan en la misma situación que nosotros, que con la organización se logra todo. Un pueblo unido, como decía el comandante, jamás será vencido. Si cada uno tira por su lado, no tendrán fuerza.
The families at the centre of this story will soon be moving to new apartments as part of the government's mass house building project, which began in 2011 and prioritises allocating housing to those living in unsafe conditions. Although many are pleased to have finally won the battle for dignified housing, leaving the tower will not be easy, despite its precarious conditions.
Bueno, desde el momento que yo llegué, luché por construir todo, mi espacio, la seguridad de mi hija, tanto de los vecinos como la de mi propia familia. Una experiencia grandísima, o sea, yo creo que ni con una, ni con dos, ni con 3 palabras. De la Torre de David habría que escribir un libro y saldría un libro grande.